Hey, how you doing, guys? Whoever's watching this, I'm gonna do a real quick one, just because sometimes I don't like waffling on and on about stuff, and short videos tend to do a whole lot better. But this is gonna be one of those unscripted videos. It's about Iran. I'm gonna cover current events in a little bit, but not in this one. In this one, I'm just gonna be talking about something that I just found out about. Because I really knew that I wouldn't have a hard time finding something to talk about. It's just the People's Mujehedin organization of Iran. I was looking to see what kind of like leftist or communist opposition there was to the Shah, and this is like the first thing that I saw that jumped out. So without getting into too much detail, this is interesting. The People's Mujahideen Organization of Iran, also known as Mujehedin-e-Halq, Sazman-e-Mujahedin-e-Halq-e-Iran. I'm going to be working on Farsi, so I'm going to definitely get that pronunciation correct. I don't know how badly I did, but anyway. That's an interesting present tense, is an Iranian dissident organization. It was an armed group until 2003, afterwards transitioning into a political group. Its headquarters is currently in Albania. Also kind of interesting. Group's ideology was influenced by Islam and revolutionary Marxism. While it denied Marxist influences, its revolutionary interpretation of Shia Islam was shaped by the writings of Ali Shariati. Probably gonna have to look into that. After the Iranian Revolution, the MEK opposed the new theocratic government of the Islamic Republic of Iran, seeking to replace it with its own government. At one point, the MEK was Iran's largest and most active armed dissident group, and still sometimes presented by Western political backers as a major Iranian opposition group. What's funny is, with the situation now, groups that are definitely in that category would be really in a good position to do something. I'm not saying they totally should, but it would make a whole lot of sense from a practical perspective for them to go back to Iran to take advantage of the situation. The MEK is known to be deeply unpopular today within Iran, largely due to its siding with Iraq in the Iran-Iraq war. Oh, guess that totally blows that to bits. Yeah, there's just details that aren't really totally important, but it's interesting to see that there were Marxist, communist opposition groups. At least two that I could see, but this is one of the two. Oh yeah, between 1997 and 2013, the MEK was on lists of terrorist organizations of the United States, Canada, EU, UK, and Japan. And Japan is the one that I find a little hard to believe. I can believe why the other governments would designate these guys as potential terrorists, but I don't understand Japan. Critics have described the group as exhibiting traits of a personality cult, while its backers describe the group as proponents of a free and democratic Iran. Interestingly enough, they would find fertile ground for their ideas right now, based on that. Of course, they wouldn't like the idea of the Shah, which is something that many of the Iranian people want. At least that's what it seems like. So this is just interesting stuff that I'm probably going to read about later, but it's definitely interesting to see a Marxist group that was part of the opposition that also had some Islamic influence. So I'm going to read more about that, and I'll come back to you guys with more updates. Who knows, maybe this will be an interesting little side piece in addition to the current events video, and maybe me covering Farsi. We'll see. I'll see you guys next one.